Welcome to New York Gala of Cry America Child Relief and You at Taj Pier in New York City, where compassionate souls from around the world have gathered to participate in the fundraising gala of Cry America and write generous checks that will rewrite the destinies of so many children in need. Amidst the fervor of this extraordinary occasion, we will also be graced by the luminous presence of actress Neelam, who is the beacon of inspiration and unwavering support for this noble cause. Welcome to ITV Gold, Neelam.
Thank you. Pleasure being here. And thank you for having me.
Pleasure is all ours. How is New York treating you?
I love New York. I mean, my brother lives here, my sister-in-law is here, my nephews are here. So this is like second home. It's one of my favorite cities after Mumbai, though.
Beautiful.
I love New York.
What inspired you to support Cry America and their mission for underprivileged children, which is providing the right health and education?
My thing is, I know that a lot of my friends and families, in India, they want to donate. But it's always a question mark. Are the funds going to the right source? Are the children actually benefiting from these donations? So I had a couple of meetings with the committee members of CRY before coming to America. And I mean, the work that they're doing is fantastic. And, they're going into interiors, they're working with communities, building schools, roads, which is really not an easy task in India. And we have so many underprivileged children in our country, so I think what Cry America is doing, raising funds, with the NRIs over here who are supremely generous, I must say. And it's all for a great cause, and I'm all out here to support Cry.
Wonderful. How does their work align with your own beliefs and values?
So my mum has been donating to CRY since the past 25 years. And I've known of CRY for the longest time. So CRY is not just looking after education. It's, malnutrition, it's child labor, child trafficking. They're taking care of all this. And in villages and towns, they've got projects, different projects. Whether it's looking after homeless children, whether it's, looking after, protecting girls, from exploitation. So they're doing many, many different causes. And, for me, that's great because it's not just education. There's a lot more that underprivileged children need in India.
And you believe celebrities like yourself, once they get involved, the organization like CRY or any other NGO, they will get a lot of traction and hopefully get a lot of funds?
Well, to be honest with you, I think CRY doesn't really need me on board. I think they're doing a fantastic job on their own, and they're highly, established over the years. These galas that I'm doing across America is definitely just a little bit of eyeballs, getting people in, having a gala event, and also hoping to get some fantastic numbers as donations. That's the whole idea, to raise funds.
How has your perspective evolved in terms of your social responsibility or giving back to the community over the years?
In terms of donating,
in terms of understanding what children need, or you might just go out and help someone. It's your. Okay. Do you feel like you have
I'll
to
tell
do
you
something for the
something,
society?
To be honest with you, everyone does their own bit in whatever way they feel they can make a difference. And in India, to be honest with you, there's no end. It could be a 5-minute drive just going from home to my office. And, every day I'm coming across kids, knocking on my window in the car. You see homeless children on the road. And the thing is, there's no end. Of course, we all help. We all do our bit, whether it's giving them money, food, warm clothes, whatever it is. But I think an organization like CRY, they're going into interiors. Of course, they're working in cities. But I think, they're doing half our job. a lot of people want to donate, but they just don't know how to go about it. Back home, I have a lot of, I have a fair bit of staff working for me, and my thing is I help, the ones who are working with me. Of course, I donate to Cry. My mom donates to Cry, but I also help a lot of my staff that works with me, their families. When they want to get married, that's how we help out.
Talk about your upcoming projects and how do you plan to keep a balance between your professional life and your philanthropic work?
How do I keep a balance of everything? I drive myself nuts. So, I enjoy what I do. I think if you love and you're passionate about what you do, it just makes it a lot easier. And my upcoming projects, I'm going to be working on season 3
Fabulous.
of Fabulous Lives once I get back. So already the calls have started. I'm like, guys, give me like at least another week before you start hounding me. So I start working on that once I get back.
So I remember there was one of the episodes in which you guys were cleaning the beach. So why not suggest to the producers, let's, go to the villages, do something, experience it firsthand, something like a Cry project, how you can actually bring together these celebrities to these places.
Yeah, I did suggest to them about Cry because I'm doing the tour now. Only thing is logistics is a problem. They weren't ready. Season 3 wasn't sanctioned yet.
Okay.
So I was very keen that they cover the whole tour. But I'm sure, and also it's logistics. It's not just me traveling with the 3 wives. It's logistics, it's a whole crew going into the interiors and helping out, and that's a little difficult going in with the whole TV crew.
Any message for the potential donors or the volunteers why they must support Cry?
Well, first of all, I have to say thank you to all of you out there who have supported Cry, because San Diego was a huge success, more than I expected. And it was lovely meeting all of them. Seattle was, their main center is Seattle. I met a very fun bunch of Seattle wives who are extremely generous as well. And San Jose is, again, all the biggies are from San Jose. And I'm just pleasantly surprised to see, and I'm delighted to see that how the NRIs are supporting Cry and thinking about, where they came from, their roots, and they're helping the children of our country.
Wonderful. Lovely talking to you, Neelam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
क्राई गालास में 4 चांद लगाने आ चुकी है बॉलीवुड की बारबी डॉल द वन एंड ओनली नीलम कोठारी सोनी. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going till she gets on the stage. Keep it going.
Good evening, New York. Let's get this party going. Okay, I have to be honest. I promise you, I wrote a speech from my heart and I had 10 pages and I'm left with 2. Well, half of it is in my room. Few pages are outside, but it's okay. I think I'm just going to speak to you from my heart. Okay, and yes. First of all, thank you, Cry, for having me here. It's a complete honor, privilege. So I have to give you a little backstory here. How did I end up over here with all you gorgeous and fabulous people? Well, my husband actually got an email from the organizers and the association saying that we'd like to invite Neelam for fundraisers in America. So my husband was reading out the email and he said, "Do you want to go?" I said, no, read it again. Are you sure they want me? Because growing up, I've heard of Cry. I used to see those little envelopes, those little postcards that used to come. I mean, you know, for like over 25 years, I remember. And the reason I've heard and know of Cry is because of my mum. She's been donating since the past 25 years. And I always used to ask her, but Mum, why Cry? So she said, every child has the right to be happy, has the right to education, and, you know, it's for our future. So that's why I'm here. And I'm just remembering a little backstory of before I came here. So I had my speech lying out in front of me on my bed, and I was packing, so I've never left my daughter for more than 10 days, ever, at a stretch. And she said, Mama, how come you're leaving me and going for 15 days? I said, I'm going for work, baby. So she said, what's this? So I said, it's my speech for Cry. She said, will you read it out to me? So I read out the whole speech for her. And I said, Hannah, what did you think? And she's all of 10. She said, Mama, you know what? You need to improve your vocabulary. I said, okay. Then she said, what's this other piece of paper? I said, that's my itinerary. I'm going to like 5 cities in the US. So she said, really? Gala event. House party. So she was like, yeah, right, you're going for work. I said, this is work. This is something that's close to my heart. And you've heard from, not Patrick, Prakash over there, of all the good work that Cry is doing. They've impacted over 800,000 children of my country. And I want to just say one thing. Lipika, sitting over there, right at the back, okay, she is doing some amazing work. And before I signed on and before I agreed to come here, I met up with Lipika. And she was telling me what exactly Cry does. Patrick has given you all the statistics and what all they do. I don't have the numbers in front of me because thanks to someone I lost it. So they've got different projects happening. And remote areas of India, which I don't know how many people have been back to India and been to these remote small towns and villages. Raise your hand. You have? Yes? Okay, there's no access, hardly any access. So what Cry does is works with the local communities at grassroots levels, and they're constructing roads, getting permissions, building schools for the underprivileged, for the less fortunate. And according to me, that it just blew my mind, because living in India, I know what the infrastructure is at certain places, and what they're doing is fantastic. It's not easy. And okay, a little my backstory of my journey. I was born and brought up in Hong Kong. Then I got an offer to do a Hindi movie. And my father said, no, she's not joining films. We come from a business family. So I said, Dad, you know what, let me just try this one movie, and I promise you I'm going to be back. Anyway, I guess it was my calling. I got this opportunity knocked on my door. After films, I joined my family business. It was my opportunity, it was my destiny. I had opportunities in life. I mean, I have a daughter who's 10. I will give her those opportunities and give her the right to choose. I feel our children of India and the less fortunate, the underprivileged, have the right as well. So, why am I here today? Let's get to the bottom of it. I'm here tonight to make sure that all of you are going to open your hearts, you're going to open your wallets, you're going to be kind, you're going to be generous, you're going to make Cry happy, you're going to make Neelam happy, and at the end of the day, you're going to make the children of our country happy, fortunate, give them opportunities, give them chances for a better education, make our country, India, a better place. The children are our future. Thank you. So it was early morning for me, and she was getting dressed, and she saw me in front of my laptop with the lights on and everything. She was like, "Mama, what you doing?" I'm like, "Go away, go to school." Then she overheard my conversation with the volunteers, with the donors, with the organization. She's like, "Mama, I have 5,000 rupees in my piggy bank. Can I give you that?" I said, "Yeah, come on."